Hi everyone, I'm Lauren, a Board Certified Behavior Analyst, and welcome to my channel. If you're a parent, caregiver, teacher, or someone who simply wants to understand autism better, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to talk about 5 early signs of autism that parents and caregivers may notice in young children. Before we get started, I want to remind you that every child develops differently. Seeing one or even several of these signs does not automatically mean that a child is autistic. This video is for education and awareness. If you have concerns about a child's development, it's important to speak with a qualified healthcare or developmental professional. Our first sign is communication differences. Some children who are autistic may develop spoken language later than expected. Others may use words differently, repeat words or phrases they hear, or have difficulty using language to communicate their wants and needs. You might also notice differences in gestures, such as pointing, waving, or showing an object to someone else. It's important to look at the whole picture rather than focusing on one behavior. For example, imagine a child who wants a snack. Instead of pointing, looking toward the snack, or asking for it, the child may take an adult's hand and lead them to the kitchen. This can be a form of communication. The goal is not simply to stop that behavior. The goal is to understand what the child is trying to communicate and help them develop effective ways to communicate. The second sign involves social interaction. Some autistic children may respond differently to their name, have difficulty participating in back-and-forth interactions, or seem less interested in certain social games. Some children may prefer playing alone. Others may want to interact but have difficulty knowing how to join a game or conversation. For example, a child may enjoy playing with cars but spend a long time lining them up, instead of using them in pretend play with another child. That doesn't mean the child doesn't want friends. It may mean they need support with social communication and play skills. The third sign is repetitive behavior. This can include movements such as hand flapping, rocking, or spinning. It can also include repeating certain words, phrases, sounds, or routines. These behaviors can have different meanings and functions for different people. Sometimes they may help with sensory regulation, excitement, communication, or coping with a difficult situation. The fourth sign is a strong preference for routines or sameness. Some autistic children may become upset when something unexpected happens. A change in the normal route to school, a different caregiver, a change in the schedule, or even a different cup at breakfast may be difficult. Preparing the child for changes can sometimes make transitions easier. One strategy parents and caregivers can try is using a visual schedule. Instead of simply saying, "We're leaving soon," you can show the child what will happen next. For example, breakfast, get dressed, shoes, car, school. Visual information can make routines easier to understand and can help reduce uncertainty. The fifth sign is sensory differences. Some children may be very sensitive to loud sounds, bright lights, certain textures, smells, or clothing. Other children may seek sensory experiences by jumping, spinning, touching objects, or looking closely at moving things. Sensory differences can look very different from one child to another. If you recognize some of these behaviors in your child, try not to panic. Autism is a spectrum, and every autistic person is different. Instead of trying to label a behavior immediately, start by observing. What happened before the behavior? What did the child do? What happened afterward? Understanding patterns can help you better understand what the child may need. If you're concerned about your child's development, bring those concerns to a qualified professional. You can write down behaviors you've noticed, when they happen, and what seems to make them better or worse. Your observations can be very helpful when professionals are evaluating a child's development. And remember, autism is not defined by one behavior. It's important to look at the whole child, their strengths, their communication, their environment, and their individual needs. My goal here is to help families understand autism with compassion, patience, and evidence-based information. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it. Leave a comment and tell me what autism topic you would like to discuss next. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!